So we just got a couple packages in today, already opened them up. Sorry not to have the suspense, but we finally got a boost by Smith to be able to deal with the boosted Hayabusas and some worldwide bearings for a special motor that, if you guys are following what's going on, you might know what those are going into. And more importantly is this harness. This harness, I'm surprised it doesn't say Yamaha on it, but that kind of gives away what Woolwich is planning for this harness in the future, just calling it a Type 3. This is going to allow me to tune the new R1 and R1M, which we have some coming very, very soon to do that tune. I know you guys have seen Motonocity's bike. We may be tuning that one a detailed tune in the future, but we're doing some Yamahas in the very near future, and I assure you they are not going to be in the 180 horsepower bracket anymore. And I am very much so looking forward to these. Let's see if I can do this with one hand while holding the phone. I did not tripod today, and I want to spin this thing. And she spins fairly well, but usually these things spin better after cleaning. They come with a little bit of grease on them, slows them down, but that is a very free spinning bearing. These take some very special care when you install them. You gotta make absolute certain that you're only pressing on the race of which they are getting pressed onto. If you press on the outside at all, the bearings can ruin the race itself. But very much looking forward to this. We also have a set that's going into a 750 that's here. Yeah, this is Blackwater Power Sports. Like and subscribe. Transmission is back from the polisher, and I must say I'm impressed. Everything spins freely. I'll try and do a video of it spinning once it's in the bike, or possibly a back-to-back. I have another transmission in another 750 that I can compare it against. ZX14 head, oversized valves, ceramic coated. About to go off to the machinist to get decked. You know what that means? It means I gotta put some stuff together.
Time for the transmission to go back together. stay in place.
It's all back together. It's one half the transmission, and that's a ceramic bearing. But that's a double ceramic bearing. Alright, so we got ceramic bearing and non-ceramic bearing both out of the transmission. We all know ceramic bearings spin a very long time. This one fresh out of the transmission, 1 second. Now, if I spray this with some cleaner and get the oil off of it, a little better. Let's do some more. Now we're getting a little more. Still nothing like what that does. But I mean, that's eventually going to have regular oil on it too. We got a metal cage here, we got a plastic cage there. Let's see how many. Got the same number of balls in there. 8 balls, 8 balls. Yeah, I'm ready for the jokes. Let's see what they do on the scale. This is the 7. And there's the 8. And bearing number 2 for the same shaft. Now, we got 4.2 ounces and 5 ounces. 5.2 ounces. So again, another ounce difference between one and the other. Now we're going to put those back on the shaft and get this thing spinning. Worldwide bearings, baby. So the surface is all prepped. We'll be coating this as soon as the new batch gets in. This thing ready to rock. Exhaust ports are ready. Time for the next step. Ceramic, baby. Take all the shine off of this, blast it up, get it etched, and get it all ready to go. See the front side. Chamber's done, everything's done. What we gotta do is etch it, make it all dull, and then coat this baby. So for those who are interested in knowing how much each balance shaft weighs, we got 1 pound 15 ounces on each one, so it's that weight times 2. And we got her all tore down. Got all the rings and everything sprayed out. Transmission, nice little find there. We'll have to deal with some bearings. The other motor still needs to come apart, like you all know. And then we measured the weight on every set of rod. That one's the heaviest. So I'm gonna match all of those Got two examples of cylinder heads before we go and take them over to the machinist and have a slice taken off. ZX14 head. This one will also be ceramic, just like the 750. Normally I would have already done the ceramic after the machining, but we can put more ceramic back on there after. And those stainless valves look beautiful. Too bad I'm going to cover them with ceramic and make them look like that. A different kind of beautiful. Transmission is back from the polisher, and I must say I'm impressed. Everything spins freely. I'll try and do a video of it spinning once it's in the bike. Or possibly a back-to-back. I have another transmission in another 750 that I can compare it against. We got a polished transmission versus just stock. Granted, this is a Gixxer 1000 transmission. This is a 750, but this is a polished transmission. And just, wow. Heads are back from the machinist. Ceramic coating's done. Heads are level. Took a little bit off of this one, took a little more off of this one. I'm excited. Go make some power. That's 1mm over valves, stock valves. When you got it fully polished, it spins a lot longer. Polished, ready to go in the 750. Balancing out the rods, 406. 406, 406, and 406. That's 7 grams shaved off of each rod. Time to tumble them and get them back in. All set at 406, perfectly balanced, both big end and small end.